Greetings from Bermuda, this is BDA Lamy and welcome to Nova Drift, a roguelite space shooter that's a bit like the classic arcade game Asteroids on steroids. Let's jump in, have a look, see what it's like. There are several different modes that the game can be played in. Practice mode, which is just kind of like a simple version of the game. Endless mode, which is the main mode that you play in. We just keep going until we get destroyed. There is also this wild metamorphosis mode, which can be added on top of Endless. And then there are a whole bunch of modifiers to make the game harder that can be added down here. But I'm going to start by leaving all of these things off and just going into Endless mode so we can look at the basic game and how it is played. So let's jump in. So it starts out very much like the classic game Asteroids. We are in the middle, we have a ship with health, which is the red bar at the bottom, and shields, which is the blue bar above it. Basic weapon, we shoot asteroids. And then enemies turn up, and when we destroy them, they drop little white experience crystals, and we can collect those to level up. When we level up, we will be able to choose either new gear for our ship, which takes the form of either our weapons, our shields, or our hull, or modifiers to those. And the first three level ups are all about choosing our basic gear. And the first thing that we will pick is a weapon. So we get a choice of 5. I'll quickly run through what they are. There's a lot of stuff to read here, but basically, weapon Vortex is a slow-moving, roiling vortex that we shoot across the field. Enemies are sucked into that and receive damage. There is a railgun, which is basically you become a sniper. There is a pulse weapon, which emits two electromagnetic blasts centered on us, 360 degrees all around us, and does damage like that. There is Blade, which is a kind of like a shuriken stuck to the front of our ship that shoots forward and hits stuff. And then there is Grenade, an explosive cluster grenade that we can shoot out at enemies. And there are other weapons aside from this as well, but we only get a choice between 5. I think let's go with the Blade. That's actually pretty fun. So it counts as a drone. And we can make it bigger, we can deploy it faster, and we can get more damage with it by picking various mods later on. We'll just start with that. So now we have this shuriken stuck to the front of our ship, and we can fire it like that, and it comes back to us. And so it can hit multiple enemies. If we get it just right, we can hit in a line like that. Those yellow squares over on the left there, those are mines, so we'll be careful not to hit those. Blow those up as well. We're getting some smaller enemies in now. Can ram enemies as well, and there are some builds that are kind of designed for doing that. But oops, ready to upgrade. Let's upgrade whenever we can. Okay, so the second thing we pick is our shield. So this shield, Temporal, will slow enemies and projectiles within its area of effect. This shield, Bastion, replaces our 360 degree shield with an arc-shaped shield that is just in front of us. And it's got various other effects that it does as well, but broadly that's what it is. Halo is a searing hot ring that burns targets within its effect radius, but we take shield self-damage when it does that. Shockwave, a shield that releases waves that kind of pulse out from us, pushes things away from us, and does various other bits and pieces as well. And then Amp, while it's active, our thrust is increased, our total weapon damage is increased, and our damage is further boosted for every threat inside our shield effect radius. So let's start with, I don't know, let's go with Halo. And we actually leveled up twice there, so we get to pick our body of our craft as well. So again, 5 things to choose from. So Spectre, we cloak, become invisible, gain increased weapon damage when we fire when cloaked. Sentinel increases the shield effect radius and the shield effect power, plus the damage resistance, but also reduces our rate of fire. The Carrier, we assemble and deploy swarm constructs, which apply vulnerability to the enemies. And swarm constructs can also help us recover our shields. And if we pick this option, we also get plus 10% shields. Assault, when you fire our weapon, 8% chance of being empowered, 15% improved rate of fire, projectile spread, and velocity. Got minus 10% max shields. And then Architect, it lets us deploy one construct. It limits us to deploying one construct, but that construct is much better than it would otherwise be. So, and again, there's bodies other than these. These just happen to be the 5 that we've been offered on this run. So I think I'm going to start with, well, let's go for, what do we pick here? We've got the blade weapon. Let's go for the Carrier. So you can see now we've got these kind of drones appearing around us. Uh-oh, singularity detected. So occasionally we will get these things that will cross the battlefield, and this is a black hole and it sucks everything into it, unless we stay away from it. That's not too bad, and at least it affects the enemies as well. So yeah, you can see our drones there doing their thing. Got another upgrade. Okay, so we've picked our 3 basic pieces of gear, our weapon, our body, and our shield. Now when we level up, we can either choose to replace those with one of the options presented down here. So we'll get 1 shield option, 1 weapon option, 1 body option. Or more usually, we're going to be picking a mod to add. So the red mods are associated with weapons. The yellow mods are associated with our drones constructs. Blue is shield, and purple is hull related. So we have a choice: increase projectile velocity and weapon damage, improve projectile targeting, or add 2 more projectiles at the expense of some projectile damage, size, and velocity. And also it increases the projectile spread. We can boost our shields with this mod, our maximum hull with this mod. This one will assemble and deploy more drones around us that will attack targets. And that will let us assemble and deploy an advanced autonomous ally. And what that thing will do will depend on which path we go down. So you can see over on the right here, every mod is part of a mod tree of 4 mods in total. And taking the first mod in the tree will unlock the next 2, so we could start to see these becoming available next time we level up. And then if we pick one of these, then we may see this in future level ups as well. And so generally all mods in the same tree are kind of like better versions of the mod that came before. We are just going to start by taking volley though. 2 extra projectiles. It's going to be super useful. Now that ship that's just appeared, you can see, is kind of a carrier, so it keeps deploying its own drones. I'll take that out fairly quickly. And then another upgrade is ready. So we're going to be doing a lot of upgrading. So rate of fire, reduce our projectile spread, increase projectile size, damage, and blast radius. Or we can get mines, which assemble and deploys mines that detonate when an enemy was within their trigger radius or after 10 seconds. Priority 0, so destroying enemies progresses our assembly time for advanced constructs. So some of the better constructs that fly around us need to be assembled before they will be deployed. And this mod will speed that up when we kill an enemy. 20% faster shield cooldown. So if we lose all of our shields, so the blue bar goes to 0, the shields will regenerate, but only after a period of time has elapsed. And you'll see a thin white line between the health and shield bars that will increase from left to right. Once that gets all the way to the right, then the shields will start recharging again. So this basically will make that white line go faster, so our shields start recharging faster after they've been knocked out. This gives us a passive regeneration rate, so hull regenerates at a rate proportional to maximum hull. Let's take bigger projectiles, more damage. Trying to remember why we've got now these two shield lines around us. What was the weapon we took? Oh, okay, Halo. So anything that's between those two shield circles will take the burning damage. Because we take shield self-damage while that's burning, we probably want to take things that improve our shield. And that improves the shield effect radius, so we're going to be doing that burn damage much more easily. That just gives us straight up maximum shields. Let's take that. Okay, again, stronger enemy appearing now. So this guy will charge us. Let's try not to let him spawn directly on top of us. Upgrade. So we can add burn damage to our weapon, reduce the projectile spread, mines again, increase weapon damage again. So you'll see some of these mods. Oh, this is actually the second stage of the magnitude mod that we took earlier. So over on the left here, it's showing you all of the mods we've previously taken. So reduces our rate of fire, but improves everything else. Global damage increases with our speed. When we're not firing, it improves our regeneration. Allies and the mines again, and I'll add burn damage. Let's keep going down this mod tree, and then we'll unlock charged shot. I think the fact that we've now got glowy, multicolored weapons reflects the fact that we've got a tier 2 upgrade on it, I think. Oh, these, I hate these. They do sustained laser damage, which is quite difficult to dodge. Okay, there we are, charge shot. So hold fire to charge your weapon. Charging improves the total weapon damage, projectile velocity, size, and blast radius. Release fire to unleash your attack. For weapons with more than one base projectile, charging improves projectile count. Well, ours only has one base projectile, so it won't do that. Rate of fire effects charge rates. Reduce thrust while charging. I mean, we should take that. It's the pinnacle of the mod tree we went down. So hold it down. Release. Hold it down. Release. Yeah, that's pretty good. That guy's a pretty tough enemy. So yeah, doing that for the stronger enemies makes a lot of sense. Okay, option to add burn damage again. Drones. That one again. Let's improve our shield effect radius. Well, what else have we got? Rate of fire. Yeah, shield effect radius. And then we will be burning the enemies more easily. Okay. Turret. Assemble and deploy a rapid-fire machine gun turret. That's quite nice. Adds or improves projectile targeting. Let's get a machine gun turret. So that will now pop out next to us there. So in addition to the drones, we have that. So at wave 40, we will face our first boss. Okay, mines again. Skirmish. After we fire our weapon, targets take extra crash damage. That's when we smash into them. Another option to deploy an ally. Shield effect radius. We can boost it again, but we reduce our maximum shields. When we take a shield hit, our shield discharges damaging energy in the direction of the offender. When you take damage, you gain armor stacks. Armor stacks provide 1% damage resistance. Harder hits grant multiple armor stacks. Armor stacks decay after 2 seconds. Let's go with this ally. So you can see in the top left corner of the screen is all of our constructs. And you can see they're charging up. Great again, so you level up pretty quickly. Interceptor upgrades your ally to an interceptor. Interceptor fires your weapon in addition to its own at a slower rate of fire. 50% interceptor movement speed, +1 interceptor projectile. That is very tempting. This is leveling up our machine gun. We took the turret. +4% turret maximum hull per our level. If we are near our turret, we recover 3 hull and shield per second. And improves the shield effect power and radius for shields protecting a turret. Guardian, so this is the alternative to the interceptor. Upgrades your ally to a guardian, recovers the hull of other non-guardian advanced constructs while nearby. Prioritizes non-enemy targets. Banishes the interceptor mod. So yeah, we can only go down one path. Let's take the interceptor, and so we'll get him firing shurikens as well. There he goes. This seems like it could get fairly insane fairly quickly, which is what this game is all about. The different variety of builds is really pretty impressive. Some are definitely easier to play than others. So there's a weapon mod. It's just basically like a regular kind of laser firing, and I've had actually best success with that versus something like the railgun, which is requires much more skill, I guess, to use well. Reduce projectile spread, increase projectile velocity and damage, increase blast radius, and non-explosive projectiles deal 15% damage as blast to other targets as well. More drones. Let's get more drones. Oh god. The trouble with this ship body is it's actually quite hard to see which end is the front. Whoa! Having the okay, I did not kill him. Having the shurikens on the front of it actually makes it easier to see. Okay, so point defense, upgrade the turret. Evasion, so this is upgrading our our ally. Attempts to dodge attacks. Wingman, your interceptor orbits your nose and shares your facing direction instead of hunting down enemies. Which kind of acts like increasing our weapon power. We probably want more shields, though. Don't want to neglect the defensive things. Maybe regeneration. Obviously, sometimes it can be hard to see which are our allies and which are not. Okay, here we are, wave 40. First boss. Let's upgrade. I do not always get past this first boss. It's pretty hard. Converts our drones into assault drones. Honestly, that's kind of what we need right now. I mean, everything is good. Let's turn them into assault drones, and then they will go. So this guy has these kind of knobbles on the inside are its weak point. If we take those out, we will then be able to destroy the ship itself. However, this phase now... Oh, wow. Okay. We did that easier than I expected. And we're still on full shields. Wow, okay. We've actually got a reasonably decent build here. Okay, but now things get a little bit more tricky. Whoa, what are you doing? Not like, look at that weapon. Upgrade, upgrade, upgrade. Increase projectile velocity and damage. Blast radius, add blast damage. Upgrade our turret is tempting. So we got these are the two. We've got both of the choices here. So either point defense increases the turret's hull and gives us the ability to recover hull and shield when we're near it, or war machine just makes it better at destroying stuff. Regenerative shields is probably good as well, given we're burning stuff. Let's take that. We do have having all of these constructs is super useful because it means they just destroy a lot of the enemies for us. Okay, evasion. Barrier, if it hits your shields exceeds 25 damage, the damage is reduced to 25. Improved thrust. What are the options here actually? Wingman or outmaneuver? Maybe we'll take, what's the last one? Overpower. Interceptor fires your weapon more frequently. I mean, that would be nice. Sure, let's get Wingman. Only 50. These guys obviously have a shield on the front, but we can go through it. Yeah, our weapon is really pretty powerful actually. We're getting through these guys really easily. Reduce projectile spread, more velocity and damage, add burn damage. Terminal directive, when a drone would be destroyed, it instead accelerates towards the nearest enemy on a collision course and explodes, dealing damage proportional to its maximum hull and speed. Targets take more global damage the more damaged you are. Let's take that, that's kind of fun. Our drones are doing a huge amount of work. I'm like not firing here at all. That is a comet. We'll occasionally cross the play area. We don't want to get hit by it. Yeah, these guys are getting minced before they even have a chance to fire at us, which is great. Overpower. Your interceptor fires your weapon more frequently. +2 interceptor projectiles. Let's do it. And we're actually, yeah, taking down enemy projectiles, which you can't always do either. Whether it's the interceptor that's doing that, or whether we have another. Whoa, get away from that. Bang! Oh, Jesus. Appeared out of nowhere. Okay. 2 of your drones are promoted to commanders. Commanders have a plus 200% damage and apply 1% vulnerability. When a commander is destroyed, another is promoted after 2 seconds. That seems pretty good. That is the final upgrade in this tier. Nanotech reconstruction. Your ally regenerates its hull. When a drone would be destroyed, it is instead reduced to 1 hull and becomes immune to damage. We don't. That kind of feels like that works against the other upgrade we took. Let's take Fleet Commander. He's got a thermal lance, which is that thing that's shooting out in front of him, which we don't want to get caught in because it will destroy us. No, man. Oh, you're doing so well. That was such a good build. And then, yeah, I don't even think that was a boss enemy. Not sure what wave we got. What wave did we get to there? 60. Oh, maybe it was. Maybe it was. Well, the last boss was wave 40, so I don't know, maybe not. But you can see that we made some progress. So you get experience, you rank up. As you rank up, you unlock new stuff. So we unlocked the super mod, Tempest Break. Triggers Tempest Break when your shield breaks. Causes your shield to only begin cooldown when it breaks, but cannot be interrupted. And super mods appear when their unique requirements are met. Okay, well there you have it. That was a pretty good run. 49,000 points puts us in the high score table. It's like the high score tables on the arcade machines of old. 5th place, 5th ever best score. That's really pretty good. Okay, so let's do another run, but this time let's turn on Wild Metamorphosis as well. So it says this is a roguelite experience. You will encounter strange and unpredictable mods. Rerolls are halved. Yeah, I tend not to use rerolls at all. I possibly should. It's mainly, like the rest of the game is kind of roguelite as well, because like you saw, we're making progress, we're unlocking new stuff. I'm not sure. The main thing about Wild Metamorphosis mode is that the mods are, like it says there, really crazy and can do some insane things. So let's see how that goes. We will also turn on Hostile Universe. So asteroids, comets, and black holes appear more frequently. That gives us a score bonus and an experience bonus as well. So, and it doesn't add too much extra difficulty. Let's give it a go. Last back to our starting weapon. Always starts off the same way. Okay, pick our weapons. The blade was what we had last time. Pulse we saw. Okay, split shot. An array of bullets fan outwards. Projectiles create a cone-shaped burst on impact, dealing blast damage to other targets. This is a pretty much standard laser firing weapon. So I think we will pick that, because that is also one of the easiest weapons to use. It's generally easy to make decent progress with that. Famous last words. Oh. Okay, picking a shield. Sebastian, we saw that last time. The arc-shaped shield in front of us instead of a shield that goes all the way around. Halo was what we took last time. Reflect reflects enemy projectiles with boosted power. Enemies within your shield effect radius are targeted. Orbital shield is orbited by 3 energy orbs that release a damaging pulse when they touch targets. And do other things. Or temporal slows down targets and projectiles within the shield's radius. Let's take reflect. see we've got to get kind of close to those white XP things to pick them up. Nice thing about this weapon is you can just keep firing it and not worry about it too much. Oh boy. No, I don't want to be destroyed by your thermal weapon, thank you very much. Okay, pick a body. Architect. Spectre, we cloak and become invisible. We saw that last time. Engineer boosts the number of basic and standard constructs that we can have. Sentinel increases the shield effect radius, which is, remember from this, when we reflect, enemies within our shield reflect radius are targeted by that reflection. Or carrier, which is what we picked last time. Let's go for Sentinel. Let's try and get our shield effect radius up as much as we can. And we leveled up twice, so we're also getting to pick a mod. So... okay, so here is where... So we got some of the same standard mods that we saw last time. But now these blue wild mods are also showing up. And these are the things that are just wild and wacky. So 60% regen rate. But 15% of our maximum hull and shields are reserved and can't be recovered. But a lot of these wild mods are recursive, so we can take them multiple times and the effects stack. Another wild mod down here, plus 7% weapon damage and projectile size, reduced velocity and rate of fire, and adds weapon recoil. Let's go for... let's go for some mines. So you can see we've dropped those behind us there. They will blow up if nothing hits them. Ultra rare wild mod, Ricochet. When your weapon projectile would be destroyed on impact, it instead rebounds an additional time towards a nearby target. This mod may be taken multiple times, minus 15% projectiles. That sounds fun. Let's just go for that and not even look at the other things. That is awesome. Obviously good for a build like us where we've got multiple projectiles as well. Whoa. Whoa. Can't actually shoot those things that are spiraling around. Can't avoid those. Take out that guy first. Upgrade, upgrade, upgrade. Improve our rate of fire. But rare wild mod, Bravado. Your body gear base stats are improved by 10%. Power is improved by 15%, but enemies encountered are always either elites or champions. No. Energize shields. Your shield effect power is increased by your current speed. Faster shield cooldown. Reduce rate of fire and construct assembly speed. Minefield. Okay, so this is the upgrade of the mine. Your mines are all deployed all at once in a cluster. Cause a chain reaction when they detonate, increasing total mine damage and total mine effect for 5% for each mine detonated. I kind of think we should go down that path. Level up. Wild mod, increased blast radius, reverses knockback and pull directions for you and your constructs. Cursive mods are gained in additional time, but you have -3% total maximum hull and maximum shields for each additional wild mod gained by obsession. So it's kind of like a really, it amps up the rewards, but it amps up the risks as well. Your thrusters launch fireballs that deal burn damage and ignite targets. Now that's all good. Let's take that. Okay, Retribution, when you take a hull, so this is the maximum minefield upgrade. When you take a hull hit of at least 50% of the maximum hull, you automatically deploy a mine. Mines deployed by Retribution gain mine damage and total mine effects. I mean, that doesn't seem that great, but it's the final tier upgrade, so we're gonna take it anyway. Kind of like going all in on something if we take it. Also like that we've got this kind of like laser that's pointing out ahead of us. It makes it much easier to aim, which is nice. Upgrade. Improve projectile velocity and damage. Loaded mines. Wait, we can take that as well? We can take that as well. I thought we only could go down one of these paths, but apparently not. On detonation, instead of creating bomblets, your mines fire your weapon in a radial spread. Yes, that sounds insane. Like that. Maybe I should try getting behind him. Oh, no need. Drop a mine, drop a mine. Wow. This guy is kind of tricky, but okay, we took him out, not too much trouble. Upgrade. Increase plating, weapon recoil resistance. Galvanic outburst when you take a shield hit. Discharge a bolt of energy. Increase shield effect power. Seems pretty good. We'll get ourselves a machine gun turret. Maybe we should do that. We don't have any constructs at the moment, aside from the mines. Wow. No, don't zap me with your heat laser. Just in time. It does get there eventually. I love this ricochet. Upgrade. Increase blast radius. Ally. Improve construct hulls, add or improve projectile targeting on more projectiles. That is always the answer. What? Bounce off his shield. Nope, I'm not supposed to be ramming him. That is not my build. Okay. Maximum hull. Summons a challenger, champion, or boss enemy bearing increased power and orb drops. Each subsequent challenger is stronger and grants more orbs than the last. If destroyed, it will drop a random power up, and I will gain a level. That sounds nuts. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to die if I do that. Let's just increase our maximum hull. And here is the boss. Okay. Are we ready? I'm not sure. Where am I? I'm over there. I don't want to get here. Gotta get inside him. But it's not necessarily the best place to be when he starts doing that. Always used to be the case that staying inside him was the best place and then destroy those nodes on the inside. Well, I don't know. The enemies have gone through quite a few iterations. And now I wonder whether it is better to get out in that second phase. Although he still spews a lot of missiles at you on the outside as well. But maybe a bit more survivable. 21,000. Not bad. Not as good as last time, but not bad. Let's do one more mod. One more run with the wild metamorphosis stuff turned on, because that can, like I say, create some pretty wacky stuff. See if we can show off some of these other weapons as well. Yeah, there you go. Having said that, that other weapon was the easiest one to win with, I failed to even defeat the first boss with it. Okay, railgun. That is hard to use. Flak is a shotgun. Thermal lance. Salvo blade. Let's take a shotgun. Which does mean we need to get up and personal with everything. So we could maybe turn this into a... He actually swerved out of the way of me. We could turn this into a ramming build, maybe. We don't have to be super close with this weapon. We can still shoot from some way away, but... Shockwave, the waves that ebb and flow. Warp. When destroyed, the shield teleports you forward a distance equal to the shield effect radius and creates a deadly pulse at origin and destination. Slow stuff. Orbited by 3 orbs. Reflect. Let's go for orbital. So these things will give us some protection. Even we're going to be getting up close. You can see they're getting bigger as we're taking damage. Architect, Spectre, Salt, Hullbreaker, Engineer. Yeah, let's go for Hullbreaker so we can deal crash damage as well. And then as we're going in for the crash damage, it'll trigger the orbs. I'm still not sure whether I want to kind of... Whoa. Okay, we got hit by that, I think. The machine gun turret again. Wild mod, increased blast radius. Projectile targeting, is that going to be very useful for a shotgun? I kind of think not. Let's take the shield boost. Oh lord, I can't hit anything. Yeah. Okay. I definitely prefer the weapons that don't require so much precision. Shield effect power increased by your current speed. I mean, that might work for us. Increase rate of fire. +1 burst fire. Max shields. Actually, more projectiles. Never say no to more projectiles. shields are low. Yeah, I'm not so sure about this. I guess ramming still takes our shields down. It just reduces the amount of hull damage that we take. Wow, that shield recharged pretty quickly there. Rate of fire I'm not sure I care about because I've got to be kind of careful with the shotgun anyway. Let's take galvanic outburst. Whoa. Whenever we take any shield damage, that triggers? Yeah, I guess it is. God. Okay. Reduce projectile spread. That might not be a bad idea, actually. Oh, our hull is low. Oh no, not looking good. Not looking good. Help. Maximum hull. Regen, maybe. Okay, that took out the enemy and fortunately did not take us out. But I'm not sure about this shotgun, it doesn't feel quite so powerful anymore. Whoa. Like all of them. All the flipping things they shoot out. Oh no, what are you? Oh my god! What is that enemy? I don't think I've ever seen that before. That was brutal, and we did not quite make it to the next level of progress. Only 10,000. Alas, alas. Alright, well, I think that is probably going to do it for now. There you have it, that is Nova Drift. Very fun game. I do like the different varieties of builds that you can put together with that. And it does feel very fun to play. So highly recommend it. But that's going to do it for me for now. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day. And until next time, this is BDA Lima signing out. Bye for now.